When someone is arrested, they are sent to trial, and if convicted, it often feels like the end of the story. But what happens if that person did not commit the crime? In 2023, the state of Texas led the way in exonerations.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
23 wrongfully convicted people
I would also like to apologize to you.
are finally free.
Justice finally prevailed, you know.
Free from prison, free from a haunting criminal record.
Criminal justice system is not perfect, and I think everyone knows that.
According to the National Registry of Exonerations, in 2024, 26 Texans were exonerated for drug-related charges, child abuse, and murder.
Well, it's an official finding that a person did not commit a crime, that they were actually innocent.
Benjamin Spencer is one of the most recent in Dallas County.
I want to apologize to you for this great injustice that was had upon you.
In West Dallas, March of 1987,
Had just turned 22, had just recently gotten married.
a 33-year-old executive named Jeffrey Young was robbed and beaten to death.
To be honest, it's just like it happened yesterday.
Spencer faced 2 trials, but there was no physical evidence in either connecting him to the crime.
For the life of me, I can't understand how our jury reached the verdicts that they reached.
In 1987, Spencer walked into prison as a newlywed and soon-to-be dad.
I wasn't able to hold him as a baby. Just missed out on so much.
Weekly visits and letters from his wife
This must be the most recent box.
kept Spencer going.
Love always, your husband and friend.
He also wrote to innocence organizations until one called Centurion Ministries responded and believed his story. In 2021,
14 days shy of 34 years.
Spencer walked out of prison, missing more than 3 decades with his wife and child.
How old's your son now?
He's 37,
It took another 3 years,
going on 60.
August 2024, before he was declared innocent.
I am going to sign the order dismissing the case. Your motion from the state is granted.
Why me of all people? Why did this happen to me?
You are able to clap. That's right.
We can confidently say there's no credible or physical evidence linking Benjamin Spencer to this crime.
John Crusoe is the Dallas County Criminal District Attorney who took on Spencer's case.
John Crusoe got in office, and he did something, in my opinion, was the most amazing thing that could have been done, is he separated the Conviction Integrity Unit from the Appealant Division.
Crusoe's predecessor, Craig Watkins, started the Conviction Integrity Unit in 2007, prioritizing exonerations of innocent people.
Our medical examiner's office had saved biological material.
Dallas County was uniquely ready for the advancement of DNA testing.
Doing DNA cases left and right. Now we've kind of gone through those, and we have other types of cases where we're able to determine that the person did not commit the crime.
The Conviction Integrity Unit now tackles more non-DNA cases, which can be time-consuming.
We deconstruct and reconstruct the cases.
Crusoe says before the CIU, 12 people were exonerated in Dallas County. After the unit, 34 people were added to that list. Since 2009, Texas has paid more than $100 million in compensation to exonerees. More than half of that went to Dallas County. When someone is exonerated, they're given $80,000 per year of wrongful incarceration, plus $25,000 per year spent on parole or as a registered sex offender. But they will never get back the time spent in prison.
It's about justice.
Christopher Scott was exonerated by Dallas County in 2009.
What was that 13 like?
It was hell.
He has finally been free longer than he was jailed.
It's very racial and it's very biased.
In 1997, Scott was 27, charged with capital murder, he says, after a vague suspect description.
Now the police description was this: 2 African-American men, 1 tall, 1 short, dark complected with a low haircut. There's like 13 of us on the ground.
13 black men.
13 black men that supposedly fit that same description.
While people of any color or creed can be victims of wrongful convictions,
I think that to say that race plays no part would be a little foolish.
the numbers show race is a factor. Of the 26 exonerated in Texas last year, 19 exonerees are black, 2 Hispanic, and 5 are white. According to the National Registry of Exonerations, data shows Black people are 7 times more likely to be wrongfully convicted of murder than white people.
I had an all-white jury panel. My judge was white, my prosecutor was white, and my attorney was white.
With lone eyewitness testimony, Scott was convicted after a 2-hour trial and 20-minute jury deliberation.
In prison, what else do you have besides hope and faith?
After 13 years in prison, Scott founded House of Renewed Hope, a nonprofit to help other innocent inmates.
We have so many men and women that we left behind.
The Innocence Project of Texas estimates between 3,000 to 9,000 Texans are serving sentences from wrongful convictions. Only so many cases can be taken on.
We recognize that mistakes have been made, but that we're also willing to correct them.
With more transparency today and availability of DNA testing, improvements have been made. But the justice system still needs work before it can truly be just. In Dallas, I'm Tiffany Liu.